I mean, your Minister D Brown here. And I mean, say accurate.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. If you've not already subscribed, please do so and hit the notification bell so you get a notification every time I post a new video. Today, I just want to sit down with you and have a talk. I had an interview at CBN and the discussion was centered around getting over the hurt or letting go the hurt. It was in their segment, Woman's World. Now, hurt comes in so many different ways. But let me tell you something. It is important, and I said it on the program, that it is important to recognize that you're hurting. It is also important to recognize that there are things that you need to do to heal. And healing does not come overnight. One of the things that I know works is writing down the situations, finding somebody to talk to, and not just anybody. Find a registered counselor, someone with a good reputation, because you don't want to sit in front of this person and then when you get up, the next client that comes in here is all your business. So you have to be careful about that. The next thing is to read books. And the other young lady on the program, she brought that to the fore, reading. And I would encourage you to read books of persons who had similar experiences like you did. And don't go for the quacks, be careful, because that's the other thing, Not everybody is a credible source, and some persons are bitter. And one of the things while you're hurting that I would encourage people not to do not form your theology or your mantra for life during a storm, during a hurting period. It's important to heal before you start pouring into other people. And I'm not saying overall, you have to have things perfect. I've seen too many persons in this season pouring out of broken vessels, pouring out of corrupted cisterns. Because what you find is that they are so hurt and they are so broken. They've not recognized their issues. They've not recognized what it is that they need to work on, what it is that they need to adjust. But they are ready to get out there and just pour. And it's a part of human nature also that, you want to talk about your stuff. You want to talk about your stuff. And it's so easy to get persons to relate to negative things. It's amazing. I mean, it's so easy. So easy to get persons to relate to negative things. Like, you say something negative, everybody can add something negative to it, but ask them to add to something that you said positively, and that will prove to be a bit more difficult. So I'm just going to talk today, and most likely I'm going to edit this very, very long sit-down session and post it up in parts. You know what I mean? Because my intention is to kind of just pour from my experiences and from things that I've learned from and healed from and grown from. And I can tell you that there is no roadmap to healing. There is no right way to get to a place of healing. And because you are you, only you are you, and I am me. I can't be you. You can't be me. I cannot. While I can relate to what you're feeling, I cannot feel what you're feeling, because your prior experiences and your expectations and your perceptions were different from mine. So there is no way that I can then say, I know exactly. No, I can relate exactly to how you feel. You know what I mean? So it's really important. Let's start at friendship. What I've noticed is that people don't do friendships anymore. Everything is so artificial, everything is so superficial that it is so disheartening to watch even the persons younger than I am and how they view friendship. Like, I can tell my two girls the worst of things and watch them act like they don't know a thing. Should it be brought up against me? They don't know. They never heard. And it's the same thing for me. Is it that we don't have issues? Yes. Is it that we've never made mistakes? Yes, we have. But friendships require forgiveness, and friendship requires a love. Truly loving someone as yourself. Someone who isn't in your family, someone who isn't related to you by blood. It is important to understand. You know, I realize I say it is important a lot. But we ought to understand that, friendships, all relationships take work, and friendships are by no means any different. So whereas you find persons you're saying, oh, me and you are a friend, man, because me and you hate the same person, is that truly a friendship? Is it though, or is it an alliance? Because we have to put things in context, We need to put things into context, because oftentimes relationships, what I've noticed recently is you don't like someone, and because you and that person share a common hate for the same person, or say we're not a friend, we're not besties and all up and all of that. But what are the experiences? How did that person earn the friendship title? You know what I mean? Look at Jonathan and David. Like, think about it for real. Jonathan should have sat on the throne after his father Saul. Come here. Let's go into the word of it, because y'all know I'm churchy. So Jonathan should have sat on the throne after Saul, because Jonathan is Saul's son. You know the thing, the father dead, the son of the successor. Here comes David now. Here comes David. And David is a whole stranger. And when Saul was pursuing David, the Bible tells us how Jonathan stood in between the two. He defended David. Jonathan stood between the two and he defended David. So in other words, the man basically stand up against his father and can recognize, say, how foolish is that I do? And I have you, my dopes. My virgin, my brother, I have you. Because you get anointed for this, and I believe that you are called for. And that's the other thing. You need people around you who believe in what you're called for. They believe in your purpose. They believe in your worth. They see your worth. That means when you're at your lowest and you feel like you can't, these people will be there to give you strength. These people will be there to encourage you. Because Jonathan could have said, well, and me should have sit up on the throne after. And that's the other thing. You can't be friends with persons who are jealous of you. It don't make no sense. My pastor has this thing where he says, when you see God blessing your neighbor, you know that God is in your neighborhood. So when God is blessing your friend, first of all, if your friend is breaking through on something, push that person. Even if it's not anything that you can directly gain from it, clap for somebody. We are a society that we don't enjoy clapping for each other or clapping for persons that we know. It's easier to clap for persons that you don't know, because based on knowing somebody, familiarity creeps in, and then your mind starts telling you that this person doesn't deserve what they're receiving, but you are not God. And we are also undeserving of the blessings that we have been reaping and that we've reaped. And your friends, there should be a story behind it other than you disliking somebody, you having a mutual dislike, or you being able to gossip about things. There should be some level of growth. Friends are valuable. These are people that you choose to go the walk of life. And if a friendship isn't working out, I just believe that there should be a level of respect. And you say, listen, this now, we don't have to be disrespectful. We don't have to slander each other. And we don't have to go and spill the beans, because when I shared my experiences with you, we were tight. You know what I mean? So know that our bond may not be so close. I still believe that you should hold what I told you. I mean, recently, I've been in the midst of it. Some young people, and one in particular shared something very sensitive with the other. and apparently it was leaked. No. When I watched the spin-off of that, it's both irritating and heartbreaking because it's hard to recover from such a thing as betrayal. When you've trusted a friend or you've trusted someone and they have betrayed your trust, it is hard. One of the things that I encourage people to do all the time is to speak about it, talk to the person and listen. Not because you talk to someone mean that they're going to get to your point. They're going to understand what you are saying, or they're going to apologize. But as I said in the interview on CVM, I'll say it here, sometimes you will have to heal from things that nobody apologized for. Sometimes you will have to heal from the things that they didn't say I'm sorry for. But you cannot wait on that I'm sorry because it may never come. And you will continue to suffer in unforgiveness. Unforgiveness causes ulcers, heart problems, kidney problems. It affects your body. Unforgiveness is a dangerous poison. And I encourage people to always stay away from it. I can assure you that we get up all the time and say, oh, I'm a loner. I don't want a new friend. I don't want a new friend. That's why I say don't pour out of broken vessels, because when you get up every day and you're spreading this, you don't want any new friends. And of course, I want new friends. I'm not going to rush into it. You're going to earn your place in my life as I intend to earn my place in yours. Because as time goes by, you are there for me, I am there for you. I mean, and it doesn't have to be tangible. Even if it's something as simple as purse, something as simple as saying, you need to post on your channel what's happening, you know. Something even as sharing my page, me share your own, we hold up each other in prayer. You support. And after a while, you know, and that's the other thing. We just met, we're best friends. Hold up. To me. But listen, to each his own, but for me, no, I don't know you like that. I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't know what demons frequent your life. I don't know who you become when you're angry. I don't know how you would handle a disagreement between us. We ain't no best friends, honey. We're getting to know each other. So you have to be all things to your friend. You know, you have to know when to take a step back and let them process. Allow people to process. Allow people to thrive in their own space. Allow people, everybody deserves even a moment to wallow. You're not going to leave your friend that to throw a whole pity party. But gosh, if that person is going through, you can't say in the moment, suck it up and get over it. No, I don't believe in that. Notice Jesus processed. In the Garden of Gethsemane, he cried, he prayed, he spoke to God. He was processing. Jesus was processing what he was about to face. He was processing all that he had faced and to know that he's at this turning point, you know, and he processed that. Sometimes we have to allow people to process, because out of the processing, Jesus got up and he said, let's go. All right, I'm going to go face this. And so it is with your friends. So it is with humans. Allow people to process. Allow people to go through whatever they need to in their heads, in their own person. Then there comes a point now when you know it's time to get up. It's time to stop crying and it's time to move forward. Know your friend. Take time to know people, to know when you can say, all right, mama, all right, let's go. Hold on my shoulder. Let me lift you up. Let's get this done. So, yeah, if you want to hear more, if you have questions for me on this matter of friendship, or if you have things that you would want me to discuss, you would want me to address, you have questions, you can shoot me a direct message at dearfuturehusband_JM1 on Instagram. I'll be sure to address or answer the questions that you may have. Thanks for watching.